go.
Yeah.
How can you get cool headphones?
And I only have one port.
Oh,
I'm just making sure our levels are
Gucci. Nice.
Look at this old man throwing Gucci out there.
Yeah.
That's mine. You just took my coffee.
Oh,
I just didn't want you to drink.
my bad.
I already chugged this puppy. Guys, this is... Hold on a minute. Guys, this is Aaron from Ladder Coffee.
We made it.
We made it. Look at
We
hang out all the time.
Ian and I tried. That's not true.
I mean, I hang out at your shop
I guess.
all the time.
Yeah. I would say that you are a regular at best.
At best.
But we often try to hang out outside of Ladder Coffee, and
We managed yesterday.
we did it yesterday, and now we're doing it again today.
Yeah.
I asked Ian if we're becoming best friends, and he said that he hopes so.
I hope so. That's the goal.
Like it.
Just to hang out.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me come on your. I mean, this is.
My dungeon.
I mean, I was a little scared. He was like walking me down this pillar into the death of my existence.
Yes.
And then I saw the computer room, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna die.
I turned a corner.
What is that?
That's Snorlax, man. That's the legend. It's my favorite Pokemon.
That's fun.
Do you have a favorite Pokemon? The chat needs to know.
Yeah.
What
I think
if you have a favorite Pokemon?
you know if I recalled back to my Pokemon days, probably Mewtwo.
Mewtwo. Alpha.
Yeah, like the existence.
The Chad.
Yeah, isn't that like the best?
Yeah, he's like
the reigning champ.
He's the he was tested on lab tested
Yeah.
hero of all. Not really.
And
He
then-
was the bad guy until Ash Ketchum and him got on the same page.
And then he had what was the little version of Mewtwo?
Mew.
Mew.
Yeah.
Can you interact with our people that are watching? Like, can we hear them at all?
No,
Or-
we can't hear them, but they can chat with us.
They can chat with us.
if they so deem necessary.
Nice.
So,
Well,
They'll eventually, those who are the chattier of the groups will start appearing.
gotcha. Well, I'm not a loner type, and so if you guys wouldn't mind at least like throw some questions out, so that way, because I just get really awkward on camera
Good.
when no one's like interacting with me. Like imagine like going into a church and like the pastor's just preaching and it is dead silent. Like that's how I feel
That's
all the time. And so like imagine if you're going into a southern Tennessee black church and the women in the church are saying, "Amen. That's right.
That's good. That's good.
That's good." That's how I need you guys to interact with me.
Listen, you got to tell me off rip, why is it called ladder?
Oh, good question. Well, I'll caveat by saying this. I hate our name.
You hate your
I
name?
hate it so much.
You're the owner.
Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah. So I'll just caveat by saying that it's just not a cool name. It's just not like a flashy
I don't know. I disagree. Ladder is like I don't own a business,
yeah.
but ladder
It's
is like
very strong.
Yeah.
It's a very strong like you're not
climbing.
gonna forget ladder.
But you hate the name.
Yeah. It's just not like a one of those like really cool like vindicated coffee co. That's pretty cool. I just thought about
Vindicated.
So okay, so the reason why of Ladder Coffee, so I'm gonna get real personal. But when I was 17 years old, I tried heroin for the first time. Loved it.
That's not what I was expecting.
Loved it, dude. And so then I became a heroin addict from 17 to 23. Just a scoundrel, dude. It finally came to it to where my face was on the TV. Like I was that guy that said, "If you know this person, call."
Oh no.
Yeah.
He made it.
I made it.
Stepped up.
If there was a criminal rating, I made it to the top. If you know this person, call. So anyway, so I got incarcerated for a year, and I just remember being incarcerated, and I just remember hearing God say, like, "Are you sure you want to continue this?" And I knew that like there was so much more to my story than just what I was doing, and so I got out, and I just kind of like hit the gates running, and I think that one of the reasons why we are called Ladder Coffee is just because like you never climb a ladder just to climb a ladder, right? Like you're not just gonna step on a ladder like I'm just gonna climb this thing.
Yeah.
Like there's always a goal at the top of a ladder.
Yeah.
Right. The goal is never at the bottom of the ladder. The goal is at the top of the ladder.
Yeah.
Right. And so like my thought was like, I really love like the nuance or like the thought of like when you climb a ladder, you're climbing towards something that you're trying to either like fix or you're trying to get to, whatever, right? And so that's kind of where the name came from, was like I just really want to like help people who either are employed by me or who are guests of us to climb their daily ladder. We often say like it's an honor to serve our city, because like the fact that people want to come spend their hard-earned dollars at our coffee company, like it's crazy to me, and so so that's kind of where the name came from. I just want to help people climb their daily ladders, to be a rung in their steps. So
yeah. So you were saying that you hate it because you, not necessarily because of like the ideal, but more or less because you want like a fancier name.
Yeah. So I think that like
if you were to rebrand, what would that look like?
It'd probably be something really simple. Yeah, probably keep it the same kind of mantra, just trying to figure out a different, like I would ask maybe ChatGPT, like, hey, if you were a coffee company with these ideas, let's try it right now.
We're pulling up ChatGPT live on stream.
Is that
that's a thing?
That's like this is like a bot right in front of me, so it's like it's baby.
It's a baby.
Yeah. If you were a coffee company with the values of seeing people to have success and help me.
You want to continue to move toward their goals.
Yeah. And help people move to their goals, what would your name be? ? Give me 10 examples. Also, have you ever done this on ChatGPT?
Yeah.
It's crazy. So
I've heard a lot of creators use ChatGPT for like some fun and fancy things. Would it Success Brew Company?
Success Brew Company. Goal Harbor Coffee. Achieve Beans Roasters. Aspire Mug Roastery. Triumph Roast Collective. Propel Perk Coffee. Ambition Blend Roasters. Elevate Espresso Company. Pursue Beans Coffee Co.
Beans.
Victory Vibe Roasters.
This just sounds like...
Make it simple.
Goal Beans.
Thrive Brew.
This just sounds like they took a thesaurus and they just like, so we want success.
Yeah.
Google, look up synonyms for success.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Google, look up synonyms for coffee.
Dude, ChatGPT is bonkers. I've written my life story, like in a book, a 43 chapter book ChatGPT did for me.
Oh, really?
I got through chapter 3 and I was like, this is not my life. I like had to like, I had to like like read through. And I'm like, this. There's some parts that I'm like, this is animated. Like this is like close.
Yeah,
But
it's similar.
yeah. Yeah.
So you still want something similar to Ladder, but not, because Ladder to me seems like, I mean, especially with the logo that you guys have,
Yeah.
the fancy L that's on your guys' mug, is that in general just makes me, who would win in a fight, the staff of the coffee shop versus the paid staff of the church? I feel like your staff would win.
Really?
Yeah. Ian's church, in case that wasn't obvious. I feel like I would hard carry for, well, okay, how many people are packing at your, do we get to use weaponry? What technology is handed to us? Templar. Also, good to see you, Mavette. No, this is with weapons, UFC rules.
Wow.
Two different questions. So the first one is with weapons. I feel like church wins. I got a lot of old people, but I also got an ex-bouncer of an Irish pub who carries every Sunday.
Yeah, I would say you guys for sure.
With weapons.
UFC rules, you guys too. We have like 90% women that work for ours.
Yeah, but I got a bunch of old people. I'm the youngest one.
I don't know, dude.
No, I'm not the youngest one, not anymore. Oh, we might win.
I think
I forgot that. I was thinking of like our front office staff, which is like
90-year-old women.
Welcome to church. How can I help you today?
Yeah, do you want to?
I don't know. One of them is French, so she might absolutely.
To clean my dentures? Oui, oui. Is that good? That's probably the worst French accent.
She's got the best. She's fancier than anybody I've ever seen.
I love him so much.
Yeah, I would say that we might win. You guys got spry kids, but I don't know if in a street fight they'd.
No. Heather might kick some ass, but.
Oh yeah.
That's probably about it. Oh, sorry, I probably can't cuss on this. I probably shouldn't cuss at all. Sorry. Forgive me, Lord.
Forgive me, Twitch viewers, for I have sinned.
I'm sure that
No, that happens all the time.
It does. Not on your feed, though.
Not on my feed, no. I'm clean.
So sorry.
I'm the clean commentary guy, but some of the games I play are not clean.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Imagine this guy over here.
Yeah. It's been fun, man. Owning a business is really hard, especially in 2024. We were talking about this last night. 2024 is just, it's so different.
It is.
In some places I'm like playing like coach, and other times I'm playing like mentor. Other times I'm playing like dad.
This would be good for Mavette. Chime in on this too. Because Mavette he's in charge of a bunch of employees.
Oh, cool.
So we were talking last night about this next generation of hirees, and how is that how have you seen a big change between like pre-2020 and post-2020? Yes. Yeah. I'm just using 2020 as COVID as like a crux point of different.
Well, here's the problem is like what 2020 did was it told everybody, hey, you have the right to stand up to everything, regardless of what it is. You can stand up for it, and I just don't. I think it gave security to a lot of people to kind of come out of their shell, and so far swung the pendulum of like, well, I'm just not an active person, so I'm gonna be lazy, and like you can't blame me for being lazy because that's just who I am. Don't kill my vibe, bro. And so all of a sudden we had a ton of people who are now taking the opportunity to stand up for themselves, and when in fact they're hurting themselves because they're believing in the lie of things that they're actually not. Does that make sense?
That makes it. Well, and I mean, Mavet is even saying 110% true.
Yeah.
That's so. There's what you're saying makes sense. I need to call in to take care of myself once a week.
Yeah, my butt. Like, listen, dude. Listen. This is the thing. This is the problem that I have with this whole self-care movement. Yes, please, for the love of God, take care of yourself. Yeah. But that does not mean that every 20 minutes you need to go into the bathroom and cry.
Yeah.
What you need is therapy.
Yeah, what you need is therapy,
you know
man.
What I mean?
I go to therapy. I thought I was really well put together.
And then you started going to therapy?
And then I went to therapy, and as somebody who's like pretty well put.
My wife just asked me, she's like, can we go to marriage counseling? And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why not?
Why not? Like, we're not like
what are you hurting?
We're not like we're not in a bad place, but it's like, yes. Anyway, but so the problem is with culture today. And the problem is if you're not careful, there's probably not gonna be like 50 or 60-year-old people on this chat. Maybe there will be, but if you're not careful, even the 50, 60, 70-year-old people 40-year-olds will believe in the lie of all this stuff, and then all of a sudden you're going to see them lazy and complacent because they're seeing the younger generation get away from it or get away with it, and so therefore they're going to try to be lazy.
Yeah.
And so the problem that I see is that we have a generation, not even a generation, we have a movement in this era in time that is believing that that they need to put themselves above everybody else. But scripture says the least of these will become great.
Yeah.
And so it's when you make yourself the then you know what I mean?
Well, and I think about that person who's I need to take care of myself. That's again, it's going back to somebody who is thinking of themselves as like the sole like rock, the sole stability of their life.
Yeah.
And so then when they aren't enough, what does that do to the psyche? What else do they got? Which is why they're like stressed out and they can't, where we as believers are looking forward to Christ, and he's the one that's going to give us strength and endurance for a lot of things, and even the ability for self-reflection and self-improvement. Mavet says taking care of yourself most often means being hard on yourself, but with a line you are aware of to not go over, like exercise. Giving in to everyday desire usually is the opposite of taking care of yourself. Me taking care of my body is an extremely unpleasant workout multiple times a week that I absolutely don't want to do. As an example. So that's a good example, especially like, and I think that comes from growth though. One of my favorite rap artists, Andy Mineo, said, you can't don't expect to get swole if you don't ever get sore. And he was talking like spiritually, like not just physically. You like, how can you grow emotionally? How can you grow spiritually? How can you grow in relationally?
Yeah.
I mean, as scripture says again, as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another.
Sure.
That takes some like headbutting, but also takes communication and takes some like humility to say you've got something to add to my life.
But also too, here's what I think that this is what we communicate with our staff all the time. What I want, number one, is to create a place, and as an employer, my hope is that I can create a place where you can come in and forget about the world around you. I want you to be able to come in, do your work, give 110%, and make it a space where this is peace for you. As your employer, that's my desire. Sure, you're gonna do some dishes. Sure, there's gonna be some frustration that comes with it. But my desire is when you come into work is that it is a place where it is peace and a place for you to forget about the world on the outside, because you know what's going to be there when you walk out those doors? That stuff. This is the other thing I think that people get too caught up on is, oh, well, you're just telling me to fake it till I make it. No. I'm just asking you to be adult and show up to work and give me 100%.
Yeah.
I don't want 80% of you. I don't want 110% of you. I just want 100% of you.
Yeah.
And you leaving the ish that you're dealing with. Sorry, I'm getting loud. I'm just like getting passionate. But this is where like the black people are like, hey man, brother. But like, you leaving your stuff at the door does not mean that you're faking it till you make it. Or that you are like pretending it doesn't exist. That's not what it means. It just means that you know how to adult well.
Yeah.
And I think that most people, you don't have anxiety, you don't have depression, you don't have all these things that culture is telling you. What you have is the understanding of what it looks like to step into adulthood. Because you know what's really anxiety driven? When you can't have enough money to pay your phone bill.
Yeah.
Because your employer can't give you enough hours. You know what's really depressing? Is when you hear that your friend is going through suicidal tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe let's take it into personal life. Maybe you feel like, you know what's really depressing is that you feel like you're not enough because you're not producing enough income for your family.
Yeah.
That's really depressing. Does that mean that you have depression? No. Does that mean that you have anxiety? No. It just means that you're an adult learning what it looks like to step into the fullness of that the world has to offer as a broken place.
So learning to bear with anxiety, learning to bear with depressive situations, learning to bear in general.
Sure.
I like what you said earlier too about having a workplace environment that is designed to be restful in a sense, in like a sanctuary of sorts.
And what I would say is it's up to you to make it that.
That's true. And again,
we have a statement that says we make it fun at Ladder. We make it fun. It's our job to make it fun.
Yeah.
What we used to say is if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Well, you know what's not fun is doing the dishes. You know what's not fun is taking out the trash.
Yeah.
So we had to change some verbiage because like it's not fun to be able to do those things. But when we're doing dishes, how can we make it fun? We can whistle a tune, we can sing a song, we can beat. You know what I mean? Like just different things to be able to make things better than they are. But I just think that culturally we're in a moment where people are accepting at a high rate self-diagnosis of who they are rather than understanding and getting spiritual wisdom and guidance from somebody who cares and loves for them that is mentally, physically, and spiritually well. Too many people are getting advice from people too many people are getting wounded wisdom from people who are not mentally, spiritually, and physically well.
Well, I agree, and the only caveat I would throw to that is finding the perfect person is
not going to happen.
Not going to happen. But that's why we like something we say at youth group is because I'm a youth pastor for those who might not know. We say like we are broken people in the business of broken people, and we serve a Christ who is the ultimate healer. Yeah. So that
who was broken.
Yeah, broken for our transgressions, pierced for our iniquities. Yeah.
So if he gets it, and if he understands it, and if he didn't say I have depression, I have anxiety, but if he said things like, it is the Father who gives perfect peace, it is God who is our healer, like all these things, then like what more in me is to submit to the authority and bow my knee to the name that doesn't mean anything.
Exactly. How you doing, Zenny? We were talking with the owner of Ladder Coffee.
And we're going spiritual and practical and business.
Yeah, we're going over business,
just
bro.
Going in.
It's good stuff.
I just think that too many people think that owning a business is just like the owner stacking money in the back room. Like, that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. Like, that's just, I mean, sure, there's one point where, like, I can think of, like, when my grandfather was in business. You know, this old Jewish man, like, you know, I can think of, like, you know, his sons working for him, and which is my dad and my uncle, and, you know, and them, like, you know, working out front, and my grandfather up in the, you know, up in the top. Not necessarily counting money, but, like, you know, doing the things that, but, like, owners are in the trenches now. Yeah. Like, we're there every day. For the most owners. So, like, I think statistically it's like 60% or something like that. Like, small business makes up like 60% of let's ask ChatGPT.
Well, and we were talking yesterday about how sometimes we find ourselves as like, I mean, I'm 34, you're 33?
I'll be 33 in March.
okay, so we're just 30-year-olds, but we are finding ourselves in charge of a group of people, and finding both in our different age reveal, finding ourselves in different different worlds, but we're finding ourselves also with this chance to disciple people, but not in a way that we expected, like training people in work ethic.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was going to look up. Do you remember what I was going to look up?
No, I got excited about the
Gosh dang it.
The little plushie is having the best time of his life. He is. He's having a great time. He's just relaxing. He also has Hulk eyes.
Don't call me that. I have a name. My name is Aaron.
My name is Aaron. Don't call me the little plushie.
Whatever you have me on. Interview with a little plushie.
Interview with a little plushie.
Yeah. I also think it's very unique that most owners won't have this kind of dialogue and won't be this open. But I do believe that that people want to hear their owners talk about these things.
Yeah. Well, and I think some people want you. This is the problem. This is the problem that I believe is, and Bavette, I don't want to hear this business about the people that I went to high school with are old enough to run for office now. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear how, like, I understand how old I am. I don't need to.
At least there's not really many grays in this thing.
No, that's why I trim up all this stuff. Also, all of my YouTube chat has been saying, because I've been like, if I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll shave the beard off.
You won't.
That's what I was saying. But now almost every, like 90% of my chat, like, and my subscribers are like, please, for the love of all that is holy, do not shave my beard. So, like, what am I going to do when I reach 1,000 subscribers?
Do you have a picture of your beard? Or with you without a beard?
Yes, I do. I'll reveal it. Soon they will be the only choice,
you know what
because
you can do?
people that do not.
Here, I'm going to tell you in secret.
Okay. I cannot.
That's only for special people to see.
That's for, like, never mind.
Gosh, that was such a sinful man.
Let's see. Here's a picture.
Of
me
my
from high school.
You were not popular.
No, I was not a popular guy. This is me with just
holy cow.
Center part. I'm telling you, I had no friends in high school. I recorded a video called Shaving My Beard, but it's just you in a Joker makeup saying, I won't. Then the video ends.
Stupid. Bro, tell me about the loneliest moment in high school for you.
Oh, loneliest moment in high school? All my loneliest moments were in junior high, because I had no friends from readiness kindergarten to 8th grade.
So you actually had friends in high school?
I had friends. I was one of the most popular kids in high school.
You were not.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Because in high school, and the problem was, I went in because I had zero friends. Yeah. I knew what it was like to not have friends.
Sure.
So instead of taking that, and I think this is part of where, like, the Lord was working in me when I didn't even know it, but there was two options that right before I came out to college.
Okay.
So I decided, like, I am not going to at that moment where I had no friends, I could have took that on myself and just became like a recluse, but I ended up using that and going, I'm going to be friends with everybody. I'm going to be the guy who's going to be friends with every single person, and that's kind of how my personality became this. You had 500 or something subs before now, and now I have 606. What a rise. What changed? I don't know. People just showed up and wanted to get involved, and now we're almost at 1,000. I wasn't born in 1972. I feels like it, though. There are days like it.
Yeah.
But going back to what we were talking about when it comes to, like, creating a business, I like the idea. The thing that really stuck out to me is, how do you create a place of sanctuary? And it comes to another thing that we talk about in youth ministry is you are responsible for your actions and your reactions. Notice what I didn't say. I didn't say you are responsible for the other person's actions or reactions. Just you are responsible for your actions and reactions. Small story time. I teach my daughters how to punch. They can come up to me.
Nice.
They punch me all they want. They can punch me all they want. And I taught, my oldest has finally got the idea of how to punch. Like, to put full body twist, and punch. So getting hit by my oldest is like punch reveal is like the most hurt. Like that's the thing that hurts the most.
Yeah.
But my Lottie, my youngest, comes up and she punches like with her little knuckles, just like
Yeah.
And I'm in the kitchen and I watch Lottie come up behind her sister and just like T-Rex, punch her sister. Nora turns around, makes eye contact, locks up, bam, and just like punches her, obviously like in the chest or in the shoulder or whatever. So Lottie comes over to me, Dad, Nora punched me. She's cried, and I was like, girl. First of all, you did that.
Yeah.
You started it.
Yeah.
And don't punch your sister who knows how to punch you better.
Right.
Also, Nora, don't do that. Like,
yeah.
You guys are both responsible for your actions and your reactions. Sometimes your reaction far outweighs somebody's action. So going into the work environment.
Say that again.
Yeah. So going into the
sometimes
work
that
environment,
your reaction outweighs the person's action.
Yeah. I mean, that's like so like
somebody needs to write that down.
Just somebody needs to write that down. Put it on a shirt.
Good Lord.
But like this is the same kind of thing where we're not holding ourselves reaction. Like we're not holding ourselves accountable to our own reactions as much as our actions.
Sure.
And like I can't be responsible for your reaction. Like if you're gonna blow this up, that's on you.
Yeah.
And I don't think people like really hold themselves responsible for that. Maybe you're the plushy punching bag. I am the plushy punchy bag. It is also took me forever to realize that the comment/viewer is on YouTube. Why am I not seeing it in the Twitch chat? That's true. I am currently streaming on YouTube and Twitch and Kick, but nobody's ever going to show up.
But no one ever comes to those.
I don't know why I do it, but I do.
That's so funny. Speaking of work, I am a business owner who has to answer things, so just give me just a second while
Of course. I did steal you during your work hours.
Yes. Which is hilarious.
It is funny. But it's also great.
Yeah,
I don't know, what do you guys in chat think about this when it comes to, and obviously Zenny, I don't know how old you are, but I just like, how do you feel when it comes to even people in school, people that you are around? How do you feel when it comes to, are people able to hold themselves accountable? Or because I feel like everybody's looking for somebody else to be the problem. I don't often see people taking responsibility for the way that they are being interacted with.
Can you ask that? You're asking that somebody.
Have I never told you that you remind me of a lumberjack? It is definitely the shirt. Also, funny stories, Zenny. I was walking with my wife. We were going on a date, and this dude walked up to me and he go, "Hey, there's a beard competition, and I need you to. I'm one of the judges, and you need to go to the beard competition because I think you're gonna win."
What?
I tell him, this is no exaggeration, I said, "Sorry, I can't make it to the beard competition. I'm going out in the woods with some church friends and we're chopping down trees.
I love it
We're
so
getting
much.
some firewood." And he was like, "What a manly conversation I just got to engage with." I felt like the biggest winner.
Oh gosh, I hate the holidays so much.
Why?
Because we ship coffee, obviously, all across the world now, which is pretty cool. And one of our wholesale accounts gets coffee from us, and the weather is causing delays. It says the delivery will be provided as soon as possible, but it doesn't say. It just says on the way. It does not give me a updated time frame of when it's supposed to be there now.
Yeah. Well, and especially since there's the giant snowstorm that just came through the PNW. There's another one coming.
Which way did it come? Did it come from the
It came
east?
from the lake. Or it came from the west, I think. It came from the west. It came down from Canada through and now it's pushing towards the rest of the states.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why.
Because right now there's a cold snap in the cold that we've been getting hit on is now decimating the Midwest and working its way east. And everybody else is hitting the same kind of shenanigans. I can't imagine all the little details that you have to work through. In school, the more meaner you are, the more popular you get. That is annoying. And I don't see, when I was in high school, because I knew what it was like to not have any friends, I was friends with literally everybody. And I feel like there is an aspect of like people wanting to say like, the meaner you are, the more popular you get, because everybody's afraid of you. But I don't feel like those friendships last whatsoever. Like, there's an old saying that you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. And you will find that, like, it's kind of like what working, because a lot of people will find like if I'm mean to everybody people will want to be my friend because they're afraid of me, and so you get friends faster, but you have no longevity.
Sure.
And whereas when you're working with honey, when you're working with being nice to people, even if they aren't nice to you, you're gonna find that you're gonna maintain those friendships for longer. No, I didn't ask for your age. I just asked, I just mentioned that I didn't know what your age was. So I'm just running off assumptions.
I'm so sorry, guys. I feel really inconsiderate right now.
You're good. Yeah, you're working. You've already you gave me an hour, and we're currently sitting at an hour 15.
Oh wow. I can deal with that in a second. Are you able to like take this and like cut it up and stuff like that and like publish it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's what I was planning on doing.
Oh, you were? Oh, cool.
And then a video will come out later on YouTube. And Zenny's been a part of that. Zenny and Mavet. Mavet's one of my longest subscribed people.
That's so fun.
He had to go back to work.
Are there any other? Oh, he's gone.
Yep. If you don't have a beard, you would look 20. That's true. No, I'm not saying you're old or anything.
Right.
Dude, the beard. This is the thing I've learned, is that this beard is iconic.
You?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, get this. So I'm at church, right? And I'm the youth pastor guy. This new person shows up at church. They don't know anything. They're like, hey, I want to talk to the youth pastor. And they go up to somebody and they go, I would like to talk to the youth pastor. And they're like, oh, it's the guy with the beard. The most unhelpful comment ever. This person turns around, sees me, comes up to me. We have bearded men everywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm the guy with the beard. Yeah.
Yeah, every other person is a bearded guy with a flannel.
Yes, exactly. This is the iconic PNW, Pacific Northwest look.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm lacking is a Subaru, and this person comes up to me and...
You wouldn't want to drive a Subaru.
I used to drive a Subaru a lot.
There's only one person that has
I know the jokes. As a guy who used to have a Subaru.
You were that guy.
I also like women.
You just said it, not me. Yeah. You also like women. That's so funny.
So that's apparently I learned that I have a very iconic beard. I mean, even over on Twitch, I have part of my Twitch chat is just, this is one of my emotes is just
a beard.
Just a beard. Eventually, when I level up on in YouTube space, I get to have emotes on.
Oh, but you can't have one. Right?
I don't know. I probably do have emotes on YouTube. But I don't know how to do that yet. I gotta figure that out. I'll look that up. Because right now, the only way Zenny can see the emotes on Twitch is when they show up in this corner over here.
Oh. Gotcha. Well, cool. Well, are there any other questions about coffee.
No, but I think that's
I think it was a good segment.
a good segment. I think we could totally wrap it up here, and then we can hang out again and.
Fun. Next time we should do the brewing thing.
Yes, that'll probably be a. Oh, you talking about the when we go to the gas stations, or are you talking about just like brew coffee?
The gas station.
Okay, I got ideas written out for that one, so let's daydream.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, friends, love you very much. We're gonna take off short 1 hour stream for this morning, and we'll see you guys next time. Zenny, you're delightful. Vivette, thank you for hanging out. And we will see you guys next time here on the Bronze Beard. Love you, fam. Bye.
Bye.
Why isn't this loading? Come back. There you go. Okay, bye.